How has God worked in your marriage?
God has worked in our marriage by giving us all the love that we have, all our lovely children who are wonderful, and all our grandchildren and great grandchildren. He's been very generous to us.
He has blessed us, I would like to say, incredibly. I brought so much security to us and happiness. And I believe he's a part of our union.
Great. Do you think having the support of a community, such as a parish or church, is important in a marriage?
I really do, because when the children go to school, they have to learn about our religion and God and loving, and they've always been very supportive of us, the children, our community, our neighbors. We've all worked together like the community, like it takes a village, right?
But it does take a village, and we all have to pull together. And we are blessed to live in St. Isaac Jogues Parish, and the fact that we are conscious of that, I think it adds to our marriage.
How has having a family and watching it grow impacted your marriage?
Oh, it's made it even stronger. Working together to teach our children about God, working together to give them their faith, and helping people and showing them what to do has always been, it makes the marriage stronger as we keep building the family together, and the children all, just to be the example to them that we have been, and we're very proud of what has come out of our marriage with our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
I agree with every word that my wife has said. It's been a blessed moment for our marriage, and I just can't believe how people can do it without God's presence in their marriage. It's got to be, we got to realize that he's part of every decision, we're aware, we are strongly aware with our belief that God is part of every decision we make.
How has being a diaconate couple been influential on your marriage?
We're so aware that we are examples, and it has strengthened our marriage because we have so much in common with the objectives of our marriage. I can't believe it sometimes. I really can't.
Yeah, it's true. Our going to classes together, getting through that, and being ordained was a wonderful experience for both of us. And then working, a lot of times we didn't work together because Grandpa had to, do things that I couldn't get involved in. But the times we worked together were beautiful, and we worked hard together, and we enjoyed every minute of it, and tried to be the best we could be, to show people how to really live with God.
Your first date?
I don't.
Yeah,
I have a failing memory, though.
No, our first date, we went to the beach at Zion, and Grandpa was going to go to Europe on a trip which I couldn't make because I couldn't afford it, and he dropped his camera in the sand. So that was the greatest memory of our first date, and it was wonderful. And he came home with half pictures because there was sand in his camera from his trip. But it was great. And that was in Zion, Illinois, the State Beach Park, so that was our first date. Well, Grandpa's got the best story about it, but we met at a Young Christian Workers social club, and it all started there, going to meetings and seeing each other and going home with people hanging out the windows of the car because Grandpa was so generous driving everybody home. But he has another story that he could tell you too.
I saw a beautiful lady walking up the stairwell in a parish that I identify to very strongly, Our Lady of Sorrows. I'm a graduate of Our Lady of Sorrows Church, and she was gorgeous. And I thought to myself, and here the Lord wanted her to sit right in front of us. And she was a good friend, a close friend of yours, Pat O'Brien. And
she's the one that brought me into the club. So
and she was the one that brought you in. Yeah.
So.
And the rest is history.
After 55 years of marriage, what words of wisdom do you have to give?
Okay, I would say if you're angry at each other, never go to bed without saying I'm sorry, and always try to pray together whenever you can. It's the best thing you can do. And always, I would always, when Grandpa came home from work, be sure he had a nice quiet atmosphere when he came into the house, keeping the kids a little quiet till he settled down for a little bit coming from work. And pray together, stay together, and just love each other. If you love each other, everything can be conquered.
I agree heartily. And I say realize that God is part of this union that we have. And you'll be armed with so much. We have just a most splendid family. And I know that yesterday was, we received the sacrament of healing, of anointing, and yesterday was a special day, and a ministry that we were a part of and established, and
It went beautifully. It's always such a wonderful feeling getting blessed with the oils and hearing the voice of the priest telling you, and just feeling the oil on your head and your hands, and you just get such a beautiful feeling from the whole thing.
Thank you.